My name is Camilla. I am 32 years old. My husband's name is Steve. He is 34 years old. We have been married for 7 years. We live in a small, quiet house. Our life was simple. I thought we were happy, but I was wrong. Steve worked in an office in the city. He was a good man. He always remembered to buy me flowers on my birthday. In the evenings, we used to sit together. We talked about our day. I loved our life. I loved my husband. Then, about 6 months ago, things began to change. Steve started working late. He would call me and say, "Camilla, I'm so sorry. I have to stay late at the office. There's a lot of work." The first 2 times I believed him. The third time I began to wonder, but I tried not to think about it. He was a good husband. He worked hard for us. I should be a good wife. So every day I cooked his food, cleaned the house, and washed the dishes. But he always came home late. He always looked tired. I would ask, "How was work?" He would say, "Busy, stressful, nothing else." He would fall asleep in minutes. I would lie awake for hours. I was lonely. One Thursday, I was doing the laundry. I picked up Steve's coat. It felt heavier than usual. I checked the pockets. I found a receipt. My heart began to beat fast. I opened it. It was not for an office. It was for a hotel, the Grand Hotel. It was an expensive hotel. I looked at the date. It was from last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, he told me he was working late. He said he was in a meeting until midnight. A meeting in a hotel? Maybe his company had a conference there. But then I saw the details on the receipt. It was for 1 room and room service for 2 people, 2 dinners, 2 glasses of wine. My heart broke. 2 people. Who was the second person? I read it again and again. It was not a business meeting. It was a dinner in a hotel room. I thought about last Wednesday. He had lied. He had lied to my face. I didn't know what to do. Should I ask him? I felt sick. I had been waiting at home, a good wife, while he was in a hotel with someone else. Who was she? Was she beautiful? Was she younger than me? Did he love her? I put the receipt back in his coat pocket. I did not want him to know that I knew. Not yet. I needed to be sure. Perhaps I was wrong. That night, when he came home, I tried to act normal. I waited until he was asleep. Then I carefully took his phone from the table. His phone's password was our wedding date. I opened his messages. There was a name I did not know, Emily. There were so many messages between them. Every day, all day. "I miss you," he wrote to her. "I can't wait to see you tonight," she wrote back. "Last Wednesday was amazing," he wrote to her. "Last Wednesday, the night of the hotel." My eyes filled with tears. I read more. He told her he loved her. He wrote the same words to her that he used to write to me. The man I loved, the man I built a life with, was living another life, a secret life. I began to cry. The next morning, When Steve saw my face, he knew something was wrong. My eyes were red from crying. "Camilla, what's wrong? Are you okay?" he asked. I said nothing. I slid the hotel receipt across the table. He looked at it. His face went pale. He opened his mouth to speak, but no words came out. "Who is Emily?" I asked. Steve put his head in his hands. "Camilla, I can explain," he finally said. "Explain what?" I asked. "Explain the lies. Explain the other woman. Explain how you broke my heart while I was at home waiting for you." "It's not what you think," he said. "Then what is it?" I said. "Tell me, Steve, what is it?" "She's just a friend from work," he said. "A friend?" I said. "You don't take a friend to a hotel room. You don't tell a friend that you love her. I saw the messages, Steve. I saw everything." "I'm so sorry, Camilla," he whispered. "I never wanted to hurt you." "You never wanted to hurt me," I said. "You've been lying to me for months, seeing another woman, breaking my trust, and you say you never wanted to hurt me. You are a liar, Steve." He just sat there. He knew I was right. "Why?" I asked. "Why did you do it? Was I not enough?" He looked at me. For the first time, I saw tears in his eyes. "It wasn't about you, Camilla," he said. I felt bored, stuck. Everything was the same every day. Emily, she was exciting. She was new. It was a mistake, a terrible mistake. It meant nothing. I could not believe what I was hearing. "You told her you loved her. That means nothing?" He did not answer. "I want you to leave," I said. "Camilla, please," he begged. "Don't do this. We can fix this. I'll end it with her today. I promise. I love you." "Love?" I said. "You don't know what love is. Love is not secrets. Love is trust, and you destroyed it. Please, Steve, just go." He looked at me one last time, his face full of pain and regret. He walked to the door, picked up his coat, and then he was gone. I stood alone in our kitchen. I sank to the floor and I cried. I cried until I had no tears left. The house was so quiet. I felt empty. I could not eat. I could not sleep. I didn't want to talk to anyone. My marriage had failed. Steve sent me messages every day. He said he had ended things with Emily. He said he would do anything to get me back. I did not reply. I hate him for what he did, but I still love the man I married. One Saturday, I was at the supermarket. I heard a voice. "Camilla." It was Steve. He looked thinner. His eyes were sad. "How are you?" he asked. "I'm okay," I lied. We stood there in silence. We were husband and wife, but we felt like strangers. "I miss you, Camilla. Can we talk? Please, not about us. Just talk. Like we used to." I wanted to talk to him, too. "Okay," I said. We talked for an hour. We did not talk about the affair. We talked about his work. It felt normal. For a while, I forgot about the pain. Talking to him made me realize how much I missed him. We were not just husband and wife. We were best friends. I decided to give it time. We began to talk on phone. He never pushed me. He was patient. He told me he was changing. We learned how to talk to each other again. I learned about his fears. He learned about the pain his actions caused me. Slowly, things began to heal. The fault for the affair was his, and only his. But a marriage is a partnership, and we had both stopped working on it. One evening, Steve asked me, "Can I come home, Camilla?" I was still scared. A little voice in my head said, "What if he does it again?" But then I looked at the man in front of me. He was more honest, more real. And I was not the same woman either. I was stronger. I knew now that I could live without him. "Yes," I said, "you can come home." Now he calls me and tells me exactly where he is. Our life is not perfect now, but it is real. Sometimes the worst things in life can help you grow in the best way. It is a hard path, but it can make you stronger. You can heal. You can learn to trust again. You just have to be brave enough to take the first step. You can do this too. Keep going. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.